I'm sacrificing today so I can be better next week. See, I'm sacrificing today so I can be better next year. See, when you understand and have something that you're working towards, the work that you're doing will be well worth it. It still be stressful and overwhelming, but it will be well worth it because you're able to identify what you are doing it and why you're doing it a particular way. See, celebrating stops a lot of people because you celebrating something that's good. You're celebrating the moment, and the moment is meant to be celebrated. It's just how you go about celebrating. It's just how you go about recognizing your growth. This is how you go about having fun. See, one thing that I've learned is that fun is going to always be there. And if you want to change your life and work towards something, fun is going to have to be put on pause because you have to do the work. You have to learn the skills. You have to learn the information. You have to learn things that you are not prepared to learn because you don't know what to learn. When I gave my first, I guess we'll say my first pitch presentation at 1 million, because when I gave the presentation, I gave it in a way, I gave it the best way that I knew how to when this was my first time pitching to an audience or pitching my business to an audience to help inform them what I do. And so as I'm pitching, as I'm communicating, as I'm showing up, as I'm describing what I'm doing, I'm there present because I'm learning how to communicate one, but be better. The celebration comes later on. It's tiring. It's overwhelming. It's stressful, but it's so rewarding because you can see your own growth. The one I went to a conference back in 2021. It was like a real estate conference, and this conference that I went to, it was around real estate wholesaling, real estate house flipping, real estate rental, and so on and so forth. And so this event was good because one, it was just showing that anyone can do it if you commit. Anyone can do it if you have the money for it. Anyone can do it if you have something that you're working towards. And so the question that he asked, the first question that he asked, and he opened to the audience, he was like, "What does real estate mean to you?" And so I got up. At the time, I'm missing a tooth. I'm missing a tooth. I'm still missing a tooth. I've been missing a tooth for like 13 years. I'm missing a tooth. And so when I got up and spoke without me having a tooth in my mouth, I communicated so well that he asked me, he said, "Man, you're pretty good at this. You're pretty good at speaking to an audience. How long have you been doing it?" I'm like, "Man, I just be practicing at home with my camera and just communicating, getting better over time." He said, "Yeah, man, you pretty good at it." And at the time, I didn't understand what he was saying because I didn't recognize what he even meant. So as I grew older and started to develop more confidence in myself, I recognized what he was talking about. He said, "Hey, from my input, from my intake, you're pretty good at speaking. Even though you have an insecurity, you're displaying your insecurity to a whole bunch of people you do not know. You're brave. You're working towards something. I see something in you." And so when I saw something in myself, I had to recognize that something, that growth, that development, that goals was gonna come from me being committed, was gonna come from me sacrificing the celebration because I have a lot more work to do. I have a lot more work to do. Now I don't know when the right moment to celebrate, but I try to celebrate when I feel it. And by celebrate, I'm just saying I'll probably watch a movie. I'll probably relax my brain, probably listen to music, probably listen to something other than some form of education. I will celebrate in a way where I don't have to go spend money. I will celebrate in a way where I don't have to leave home. I will celebrate in a way that's more comfortable for me. So when I learned that there's different ways to celebrate your growth, your development, and what you have learned, I got comfortable with saying no, with doing things is going to push me out of my comfort zone. Well, I got comfortable saying no with things as a celebration or that's considered as a celebration in a way that I can celebrate at home. I can celebrate by myself. I can celebrate and watching a movie. Small things matter than the big things because the big things cost more. The big things cost more, especially if you're making a difference, especially if you're working towards something. See, when you're working towards something, you have to recognize that as you are getting better over time, you're getting better and time is working with you. Time is working with you. It's no longer working against you because you are the one that's committed. You are the one that's focused. You are the one that's showing up every day. Now, one thing that can happen is that as you are showing up every day, there's going to be a lot of things that you miss. There's going to be a lot of trips that you miss. There's going to be a lot of fun activities that you don't attend. But that's okay because you are sacrificing today for something that's going to come and prepare you for your future.